kicked me out as soon as I got in. All right, let's try this again. Search.
No one really tries to be unsafe.
Unsecured Wi-Fi.
So hello, Teaquilters. It's T with Teaquilts, and today is Wednesday, February 4th, 2026, and it is 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. I'm live on Wednesdays for 1 hour live chat, and then also live sew-in chat on Saturdays at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time for 2 hours. So please join me. Also, if you're not subscribed, go ahead and hit the subscribe button for me. Make sure you check that you want to receive notifications. And if you haven't already, please hit the thumbs up button for me. I would really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Let's see who's in the chat. First of all, today we're going to be doing birthday shout outs. I got a couple of things that came in the mail I thought I would share. And what's the other thing? Oh, I received some fabric, and so I actually used it. So I wanted to share that with you. And I will show you what I'm also working, what I just started. I've only cut a few pieces. I don't even have all the pieces cut, but I will share that with you too. So let's see. Sue GSD says 160 days until retreat reunion 2026. Just think. See old friends and meet new. I'm excited. How about you? So thank you, Sue, for that. If you don't know, Teaquilts has a retreat once a year. That's a 5-night retreat, 6 days, 5.5 days, because it ends like noon. We have to be out. Everything has to be out by 2. So, yeah. We also, in conjunction with that, we have classes. We have shop hopping local, and we do one somewhere across Missouri, Illinois. I can't say Missouri anymore because last year we went to Illinois, and we shop hop on a chartered bus so that, you know, people aren't driving long distances. We leave that to the professionals to do that. And we have a great time. So if you haven't been to one, you might want to consider joining us at one of the retreats. Brenda Foley's here, Linda Parrish, Dee Branson, which is Donette. Nina is here, Helena, Zandra, Phyllis, C. Joy, Ken says his rent is paid. That means he's hit the thumbs up button. Have you? If not, hit the thumbs up button for me. I would really appreciate it. Francis Jackson's here. Holly Duvall. Michelle the Quilter. Delia Short. Clovis Gardner. Did you just have a birthday? Happy birthday. I think you did. I'm thinking it was you. Melissa LePage. I saw on Facebook, I thought I saw Clovis. Because I don't think she's on my list. Claudette Hall is here. Darcy Savali is reminding you all to also hit the thumbs up button. And if you're new here, subscribe and hit the bell for notifications. Also, check us out on the Facebook page, Teaquilts LLC. In conjunction with that, make sure that once you sign up to go join the group, that you go out and then go back in again. It's going to pop up and tell you that you have to answer the membership questions. A lot of people miss that part, skip that part, ignore that part. And you won't get in because I'm trying to keep scammers and spammers, all the likes, out of the group. So please answer the 4 questions so that I know you know something about quilt making. Anita Baker's here. Sue Allen is here. Anita Scott gave me a commercial on my messages, like, stop. Benita Nance, Marianne, no, Maria Nunez, I'm sorry. Welcome to the chat. I don't remember reading your name before, so welcome to the actual subscriber live chat, because only subscribers can chat in here. Let's see. Wanda Jamerson's here. Thank you for constantly coming back. One of my newer ones to be commenting. I don't know how long she's been subscribed, but she's been commenting since like mid to late 2025. So thank you so much. Sharon Lewis is here. A lot of these names I've been reading, I'm going to be seeing at my retreat reunion. So I can't wait to see you all. Miss Vivian Calvi is here. And Sheila from Temecula, California, where it's 78 and windy. Stop bragging. Emily Zahut's here. Sylvia Dinkins is here. No, my birthday. Okay, so somebody else's name was Clovis Gardner on Facebook, and I didn't say happy birthday to him because I wasn't sure. Like some people follow me and their birthdays and things come up, and I'm like, I don't know if I know this person or not. But then after I saw your name, I go, wonder if that's who that was. But it was Clovis Gardner, which was weird. That's the only reason I said that. So thank you for letting me know. Tony Precious here. And Claudette Hall. So yeah, that's fine. So, some housekeeping stuff. I gotta find it. About three or four within the last like 2 to 3 weeks, I'm gonna say, I was talking about Fray block and Fray check, and I've had a lot of people sending me emails, talking to me in chats, and it was just overwhelming. Some people were not sending me emails. They were like in YouTube comments, and then I had some messages. People were trying to find the product that I was talking about. So first of all, let me just start over and tell you what products I'm talking about. The one product I was talking about was Drit's Fray Check. I have used Fray Check for a very long time. It's been out for a long, long time when I was making clothing. And Fray Check, in my opinion, and I don't know if it's been changed or not, because I don't make clothing anymore. So if I use this in quilting, it's not as detrimental as if I'm using it in clothing. But what Fray Check is when you have an edge or something that you don't want to fray. And so you put this on your seams, on the edge of your seam, and even after washing, it does not fray. So that's why it's called Fray Check. If you use glue, sometimes if it's a washable glue, some of those glues are hard. If it's non-washable glue, then it also washes out. So if it's a project that you're going to wash out, glue is not going to be your friend. My issue with Fray Check was when I made a linen suit. I actually put this all along the inner crouch, from the bottom leg through the crouch back through the whole inner leg, and then I had pockets. It was a linen, like, I think it was a suit. It was a spring suit. It was lilac in color, and I put Fray Check in the seams of all of that. And when I put that on, even after I had washed it and everything, because I had pre-washed the linen, because linen will shrink if you wash it. I just don't dry it. I think I dried it before I cut it, and then I didn't dry it after I washed after that. But yeah, the seams were hard even after washing, where I did not wear that suit. I wore it just a couple of times just because I had put a lot of time into it. And so many years later, June Taylor, which is the reason we're having this conversation, came out with Fray Block. And you can't see the name on here because I've squared the tube. It's a metal tube, whereas Dritz has a plastic bottle. But this right here is Fray Block, and you can't see it anyway because the screen's turned backwards. But I've had people contacting me, sending me pictures of all kinds of crazy products, asking me if this is it. And the answer is no. And what I'm really disappointed with is that June Taylor is still making other products, or they still have other products for sale, because Teaquilts has things that they sell from June Taylor. But for some reason, Fray Block is not one of the products. So I don't think you can buy this anymore. Now, I ordered I'm hoping that I have another one of these in store, because they do last a long time unless you're making project after project that you need the Fray Block on, is what I prefer, because when it dries really soft. But I don't see where this is being produced anymore since the closing of Joann's, which is weird because other June Taylor products are on Checker. So I went and did some digging because of Anita's, I think it was Anita Scott or Anita, I can't remember if it was Anita Scott or Anita Baker, because I had so many people responding, trying to find Fray Block, and it's not out there anymore. So I'm hoping, because I had given these away one year to my quilting friends, and I know they was wondering, why did I give them Fray Block? You just never know when you're going to need a product like this. And now you can't even get it. So I might go back to my friends and say, hey, you know that Fray Block I gave you? If you don't want it, you can give it back. But I'm hoping that I got one more in storage so I don't have to worry about it. But for quilting, if you're going to be Fray blocking something that's going to be inside your quilt, you probably can use Fray Check. You can still stitch through it. It's just that if it's something that's going to be laying against your skin, it's going to be hard. And there are sometimes places in bags or like a wallet where I do some hand stitching, and I might want to put a little Fray Block on a thread knot or something like that. Then, I don't want to put it on the outside. So that's why I did not like using Fray Check. Now, this Fray Check has been sitting up here in this corner longer than my Fray Block has. And I always just automatically go to Fray Block because I know it's not going to dry hard. So that's the 911 on Fray Block for the people that's been looking for it. And I meant to tell you all that on Saturday and completely forgot. And then Anita reminded me because she contacted me via messages this week. And then I said, oh, Lord, I forgot. Let me make sure that I put this right here so that I don't forget today. So I'm so sorry that product is not available. I will keep checking with a Checker, and if it becomes available, I will let you all know. Hi, Tom Whittick. Welcome to the chat, sir. Hi to Molly J and Ray Mahone. Ingrid Sews It All. Welcome to the chat. Sheila Willis is here. So yeah. All right. Next thing, I'm going to wait and do birthday shout outs. We don't have a big list, but I'm just trying to make sure that everybody is here when they get in here. Now, I'm already seeing, I don't think it's in here. I am working on some things, and I have bought some separating zippers. I'm going to be vending at Quilt Stitch Knit, Quilt Inks. It's going to be here in St. Louis, Missouri this year, downtown convention center. So if you are close to this, it might be something you might want to come to. I'm going to be a vendor there. And so I am trying to make a couple of things that I can put up as demonstrations for people that might want to buy the patterns and things like that. So I'm going to be buying, like having up a few quilts with patterns and things like that, or projects with patterns. So I've been trying to work on that type of stuff. But one thing I ordered, I went to Temu, y'all. I had left Temu alone, but I went back and I'm waiting on all my stuff to come in so that I can get rid of it. But they had some like wooden buttons, and I had wanted some buttons, and I'm not going to show you because all of these are buttons. These are not wooden buttons, but they had a little color on them, if you can see some of the color. Not my favorite. I didn't even open this one. Let's see. I'm going to show you some of the wooden ones. These are the same buttons as these. So I got 2 of each one of these buttons. And I ordered something else quilt related, and it just hasn't come yet. So I'll show you a couple buttons. And I just got these because they were really pretty. And so look at that. It's a wooden button. I'm going to say about an inch. Yep, I'm pretty good. About an inch in size, and they're all like different patterns on the buttons, and really pretty. So I thought these would look cute and stuff on tote bags and things like that too. So I got 2 bags of those. And then the other thing that I got from Temu, that I paid for, because we're gonna talk about the next thing I'm gonna tell y'all. It's crazy. And I'm only showing you one, okay? But I ended up buying these earrings too. Not very expensive, but they're really pretty. They're like made out of plexiglass, which I like because a lot of them are made like off of stiffer type paper, cardstockish. But I like that I didn't realize that these were made out of plexiglass. I would have ordered more. But I really like those. I like teardrop type dangler earrings. Especially so that I can see it when I have my hair down, so you can still see it. Like you don't even know I have an earring in today. I actually got up today and decided I had to go somewhere anyway. I was making errands. And so I actually said, girl, get up, put some clothes on. So I did. And I was shocked myself when I put earrings in. And I do have just my wedding band on. I don't have my, well, this is the 25-year ring, actually. I don't have the engagement or the wedding band because I ended up taking it to the shop today. So I went to the jeweler, got jewelry cleaned, and then went to... I left that there, and they had to send it out for it to get fixed. So that's where that is. But you know, I could have taken that like right before I got sick. I wasn't even wearing any jewelry at all. I should have taken it when I first stopped wearing jewelry. I knew it had to be sent out of state to get fixed. But yeah, look at this. This is 1/4 inch outside diameter plumber's tubing, something like what you would use to hook up your refrigerator. We're gonna talk about that later. And it's I got this from Home Depot. And it's 25 feet for like $5, so it was cheap. So yeah, I need, so 26 and 26 is 52. So I need less than 2 yards, but $5, you can't beat it. And I got enough. And it's a project that I'm going to do for a pattern I'm going to sell. I might decide to do kits and then just go ahead and include this so the next person, you know, they don't have to worry about that. All right, that's that. If you were here with me, I got my fabric scraps. I'm using the bowls already, the bowl already. If you were here Saturday, I actually experimented with making this particular bowl. And I was talking about how I use 6 different strips. Let me put it up here. So you can see on the bottom where the first strip went very far. And then the second strip, which is right along that edge going up, I did one more flat strip with strip number 2. And then it changes strips and you see less and less of each strip. You see right here where you only see one of that fabric strip, but if I turn it, then you can see 2, but then you only see 1 of this. And so I was sitting there thinking, and I'm like, maybe if I use 2 single strips at the bottom, and then maybe for my next 2 strips, I can do 2 of the same strip twice. So that'll be my 6 pieces. And for those that don't know, I'm using the fabric tube maker by Clover. Here's a picture of it here on the box. And while I was live with you all, that small one popped out, but for some reason when I was not on live, it did not pop out. I also went to size 14 needle, and I'm saying that because I'm letting you all know that I made another bowl with the 2 strips. So I got 2 singles on the bottom, and I see how this one goes up straight more. This one I kind of left relaxed a little bit, and so it's a different shape. Like this one is higher. I did 1 extra round on the bottom, and you can't really tell here because I just don't have room to put it. But you can see a little bit how this one is about 2 fabric rounds higher right here, and it goes straight up. This one is a little bit more out, but I did another one and I wanted you to see that I've got 1 strip on the bottom, and then the second strip I did a round on the bottom. I did 2 rounds. No, I did a round on the bottom and then started raising it up. So it almost looked like it's 2 on the bottom, but it starts to come up the side. And then this yellow is two of the same fabric strips, and then this brown is 2 of the same fabric strips. So you get to see more of the color. So it just depends on what it is that you're looking for when you're making your bowl. So you can make them scrappy. They'll be perfectly fine. But if you wanted more continuity into the rounds, want to see a little bit more of the fabric, then you could do that. If I was going to do them scrappy, I probably would cut my 2.5-inch strips in half and mix them up so I have more fabric in it than 6. So say I would have 12 or 13, because if I'm cutting them and then reseaming them, you're going to lose a little. So maybe I'd use 7 strips instead of 6 if I wanted it about this size. And the other thing that I did was I was going to do this with you all live, where I was going to curve it around. So once I got to about here at the top, I stopped, and then I curled the bottom and stitched it like I do when you start the middle. And then I came back, hooked back up, and then just sewed this onto here. And I think that's a good place where I can put one of my buttons that I just did. So you could also just do a plain loop. And I showed you all the other baskets where I had put beads all around the top. But I just wanted to come back and let you see the difference in me using 2 of those fabrics right there. So that's that. See who else has come in. Hold on. And Anita says she's ordered an alternative that's supposed to arrive tomorrow. I'll test it and give my thoughts Saturday. So that's cool. So it was Anita Baker. I couldn't remember which Anita it was. Remo JS is here. Welcome to the chat, lady. And she's also reminding you all to hit the thumbs up button. Bonita says she uses plumbing, tubing, and handles. I'm going to talk about that. That's what I'm doing with it. Well, not thumbs up, but you are watching. Take the time to step out and back in. Remo's something else, y'all. Suzette Peterkin Denton is here. Welcome to the chat. Miss T, your bowl are fantastic. Thank you. Awesome bowls, yes. Darcy says, I couldn't resist. I went and ordered the Clovis tube maker. Both bowls are beautiful. Thank you, Michelle. In time to my look at you using your bowls already. Yeah, that's real easy to do all the stuff I need to put up somewhere. And a lot of you all, Damali, Sylvia, Claudette says, you know, they're saying nice bowls, beautiful bowls. That's a nice touch on the bowl. The wooden button would be perfect, right? And Clovis says she also loved the bowl. So thank you, everybody. So, two other things. I forgot. I don't know what I did with the separating zippers. I've ordered some separating zippers because it's going to be in a project that I'm going to be making. I need separating zipper. Well, I guess I don't because they have a separating zipper in the pack. And then what did I do? I went and added my own zipper on here anyway. So, you know, it's all suggestive. But I'm going to try to make one with the separating zippers. I ordered them. I just forgot to bring them in here. But this is Quilt Illustrated's bag, and I've done the small one. I've done this on live with you all. It was a couple of live viewings that I did this with you all. And you all have seen me going in and out of here. This is all of my embroidery stuff. Like marking tools. This is why I can't find my embroidery scissors, because they in here. See? Yeah. I got other stuff that I can put in here. I need to not take my stuff out of the drawer over there. But it's got like scissors for clipping. Like if I want to take this and go do the hand sewing on something that I flipped and had the stuff I need to hand sew. I've got different types of marking pens, chalk, scissors, pens, labels, Velcro bag stuff. Velcro should be put up, but it's in here. Yeah, I've been looking for these, and they over here. That's because I took them to, I probably took them to a retreat or something, or a sewing day, and then I don't put the stuff back up. And I have plenty of this stuff over there, like back up. I need to use those and not take my favorite that when I'm here working for long periods of time. But I really like this, and this is the smaller of this particular bag, and I don't know what it's called right now. But I got all of these pockets on the outside. But I use it for all the stuff that I need for finishing. I got my double-sided tape and things like that. And this has been real handy ever since I made this. This has been sitting here with all of my stuff in here, and I really love it. And it's just nice to have it all there. So, I order my leather and cork labels, Teaquilts labels from Heartwood and Hyde. And I haven't ordered in years, and I just noticed that my labels were getting smaller than I was comfortable with. And I realized that I do like the cork labels, but the stuff rubs off on them faster. So I went and just ordered every color of leather label that she makes. And I ordered in all the colors because there has been times that I had bags and then I don't have the right label to put on there. The right color. So I'll just take one label out. I probably should have done this ahead of time, but I did not. I tend to take one out anyway before I put them up, so I can always have a sample of the labels. Whoops, this is two. So I can have a sample of the label. Love the colors in that bag. Thank you, Michelle. That's probably my least favorite, that one. But I'm going to show you, so 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I ordered 8 different leather labels, and some of them are repeats, but I'm just going to show you because they're all right here and you can see them all at one time. This was every color that she made in leather. And so that's, and then that way I think I ordered 20, yeah, it's on here, quantity 25. I ordered 25 of each color so I wouldn't have to worry about it, because when I was making bags before, I go through them really fast, and then all of a sudden I look up and I don't have any in that color, or I'm getting down and I don't want to use those anymore. So then I'm getting real stingy and I'll put a label that really wasn't the best choice, but it was because I want to keep some of them. Okay. I got 3 more to get out. And then, hi, so-and-so. Thank you. She says those bows look amazing. Now she wants to try. Yes. Thank you. Thank you. So, I don't have these closed back up, but I just wanted to show you the colors. It does take her a while. They're a small business. And I try to do business with some small businesses because if you don't, they won't be there, you know. She's not, I think sometimes ordering from small businesses stuff might cost more, but I don't worry about that part. I just, if I can't afford it, I won't buy it, you know. And if I want it, I'm going to figure out how to pay for it. Anyway, let me show you my least favorite out of all of these. It's green. And it's because it's so dark that you don't hardly see the black. So all of the leather labels, the under color is black. And so she was telling me that she has different ways of adding color, but it's all on cork. And I'm going to show you that because she sent me some examples. But this one is like a, I don't know, I'll just say variegated for lack of a better word. Pink. I really like that. I didn't order that one before. The green's new. This pink is new. I think, I don't know if this pink is new, but here's a regular pink. Just so you can see the difference in between the other one. And I know I've had this one before. Right there. And I've had this one before. It's like a, it's a honey color. Very pretty. Like a caramel. Not necessarily caramel, more honey. And then a brown. I've had this one before. I might have a whole lot of those. The purple one I really like, but it's another one that's dark. I just like the purple. But it's, you know. And then an orange kind of variegated one. Very pretty. So now I've got more choices on the labels that I can use. And then I'll show you what she sent. These were free. She sent tag your bag, heartwoodandhide.com. So she sent me a sticker. I have been collecting stickers lately, so I'll put this in with the stickers. I haven't used any stickers. I don't know what I'm going to do with them yet. I don't know where I want to stick them, but I have been collecting them. Then she has sticker labels that just say handmade if you want to do smalls. And you could do like, what do you call it? I'm just blocking the word right now. It's not a snap. It's another word. But you could put this on here and just use those on each side to put this label on. You don't even have to stitch it down. And then that same size, she has made with love as well. And she's just showing me in different colors on those. And then these two are the ones she was showing me how she can put color onto cork now. So I could do my Teaquilts in 2 different colors on a, well, I guess it'll be 3 with the cork color. So this one says always growing. And then this one is all you need is love. So what she does is she'll make sample things so that they're not in your logo. And then she'll give these out just to show you what it would look like if you made it in this size. Again, I like the cork labels, but as I was using like my wallet and things like that, I just found that the leather labels stayed longer, like the color, or like, because on the cork you could get different color on the inside depending on the color of your cork. I just felt like it rubbed off faster. My opinion. I'm not sure, you know, I'm not the expert. on this. I have also considered, because these labels are so expensive, I've even considered buying my own, what is it called? Like a laser printer is what these are kind of made off of, and I can make my own. And then I'm like, girl, then you got to go learn a whole nother new skill. And sometimes my time is worth more than that. So I just paid the lady, okay? I don't have the receipt here, but I'm going to just guesstimate and say that I got 200 labels and probably spent about $400. So let's just say I paid $2 a label. And she did free shipping. She had a promotion for free shipping that I was able to take advantage of when I ordered. So that's not something that's all the time. All right. So I just wanted to show you all my new labels. All right. To the good stuff. Sort of, kind of. And then we'll do, well, I still got two more things I want to show you. So, remember I just got this fabric here from Helena. And I'm like, I said on the live, I need to make something with this fabric, because I get stuff from you all and then I keep it in the package. You all send it in for a long period of time, and then I get frustrated because I got so many packages, and then I go and unwrap everything, and then I just roll it up onto my cardboards, and then I put it where it needs to go. And then I forget who gave me what. I'm like, girl, don't do it this time. And I know y'all thought I forgot about it. Ain't nothing gonna happen with it. But I was trying to figure out what to use this for. And I was trying to at least use 2 of them together if I could. But I ended up figuring out how to do 4 of them. Problem is, I'll show you first what I made. All right. So I made this bag that you kind of put your little wrists in. I don't know what you would do with it, but it's just cute. You know, it could be decorations. You can put projects in it and set it up if you want. The pattern comes with this pocket here, the flat pocket that you can put on the outside. One on the outside, one on the inside. Okay. I'll tell you pattern name in a minute. I'm going to sell the pattern, but I'm not really thrilled with them, and I'm going to tell you why. And then on the front, because remember, I'm doing a year of cave. So I'm like, you're not supposed to be making anything if it doesn't have, you're not using your cave fabric. So what I did was I went and I bought this fabric in late December when Kevin and I were shopping together. And so I used this green cave as my binding right there. And then I also used it as an accent on the front. Now, this pocket here is not part of the pattern. The pattern is more teaching you how to do a sew and flip quilt as you go method more than bag construction. The instructions are there, but she'll just tell you to make binding to bind this. She doesn't tell you, I don't think, she doesn't tell you that it's bias binding. She doesn't tell you how to make it. She just tells you to bind, you know, the finished edge of these pieces when you're done. And I think if you're a newbie, you might need a little bit more instructions or somebody to tell you that you need bias bindings when you're going around curves, because otherwise it's going to be stiff up in here and it's not going to want to go around the curve. Okay, but very pretty. I love it. I did my own welt pockets on the inside and the outside, and so I really like it. I like that I made it really big, that I can put whatever I want in here. I do like straight in pockets, but there are times when you have something that you don't want to lose, or you have something that you don't want somebody to see. Everything is not for public consumption. So I decided to put that on in both. So I have a welt pocket in here as well. Has an orange zipper. I made it blend on the inside. But yeah, I have no idea what I'm going to do with this other than it's, for right now, it's going to be a sample when I vend. But I do need to make sure I tell them that the welt pocket is not in there, I'm making it like, it's for me and I'm going to use it. I like what I like, and so that's what I did. Bonita says she likes the welt pocket look too. So I actually got to use the actual fabric, so I'm really happy about that. I used up the majority of this one and this one, I think. But yeah, and I did my own. They had like, she was doing her own method of crazy quilting, but I did like a courthouse step block on point, and that's what I pieced. You can still see like this section here, I just cut 2.5-inch strips. And then when I got, because I just whacked off a piece, and then when I got to the end, I had a piece that I could cut a 3-inch strip. So whatever I could cut the widest width without wasting any fabric is what I did. So you don't have to be real perfect. It's just a crumb block is what she was doing, but she started in the middle and worked her way out. And I wanted something different than that because, I'm different. So yeah, but I had to figure out how to get some cafe in here. So I just looked for one of the complementary colors to orange is close to green. It's really blue. Contrasting, shall I say, contrasting colors. It's blue, but green's close enough. And it looks really pretty with the green. And it has a little bit of, it's not really green. I guess it is green now that I'm in this. Well, it's blue, it's teal. And so when I put the green on here, it wants to read as a green, but it really isn't a green in here. It's like gold and teal, but the green still works with this peacock feathers. That's where the green, with the teal that looks green because I used this green. But really pretty. I love it. So pretty. Have absolutely no idea what I'm going to do with it other than use it as a demo piece for right now. But it's really pretty. And then because of that, and then we'll do birthdays after them. I haven't forgotten about birthdays. I'm working on another demo. I forgot to show you this from Temu, but I'll come back to that. I forgot to tell you what was crazy about Temu. So then I'm working on another bag with this. It's going to be my main fabric. And so I've got it on inside and outside. And this is where the tubing is going to go. It is going to go in the handles on here. So I'm working on this right now. Now I thought about using, because I have cording I could also use. But I'm like, let me do what the pattern says and then I'll go from there, because I have plenty of cording that I could also use for handles around here as well. But since it was cheap, it didn't cost a lot, I said, okay, I'll try it. And they got some other things that they're recommending that you get that I'm going to see if I can do without. So I'm trying to make one first to see. And then this last thing, I was in Temu ordering the buttons. I ordered like some clips or something, which I haven't gotten. And then they had in there like spin the wheel or something. And I'm like, and they're telling me I'm going to get like 5 free items. I said, they're just lying. They're going to want me to sign up with my cell phone or something crazy like that. And so I picked the 5 things, and then I went and did my shopping. And when I went over there, they didn't ask me for it. So yeah, I kept ordering almost the exact same thing, except that one of them is dramatically different. And the other ones are the same print with a different style. And then this one is a different print of some of the same style. But they was giving out free crap. Now, in the description, you cannot believe anything that Temu says. I read the descriptions because y'all know how I am. I made sure that they said that this stuff was 100% cotton. Well, it ain't, okay? And this is not no cotton. It's too silky. It's polyester. But they had put these in here for free. These were free. I did not pay for these. But I thought they were really cute. I wish if I, wasn't lazy, I could take the sleeves apart. All I really would have to do is like stitch on these lines and make it look like it's been pieced and quilted. But ain't nobody got time for that. I probably got, yeah, it was like 5. I got about 4 or 5 of these already. Probably 1 or 2 more might be coming in. I don't know, because when stuff is free, I ain't even worried if I get it or not. I don't care about all that crap. But anyway, they had all kind of free crap they was giving me for ordering buttons and clips. Okay, so I spent about, just say, $40 or whatever for the earrings, the buttons, because there was a lot of buttons in the pack. Might have been like, I don't know, $8 to $10 a pack for the wooden buttons, and I liked them because they were different and pretty. And I knew they were only going to be decorative use, not like functional use. So I didn't care if they were thin wooden buttons or whatever. But, yeah. So, yeah. The only problem is I did order, I have long arms, number one. So I might end up taking off, like they've got a cuff down here. I might end up taking that off and putting on a cuff. I haven't tried this one on. Let's try it on together, okay? I tried one other one on, and at first I was ordering XL because that's the size I buy for oversized. I wear a large in unisex stuff, and so I said, well, let me get 2XL because I want to make sure this stuff fit, okay? Now I'm going to go over the mic for a minute, and I'm telling y'all, this fit just like my large, except, let me turn this way. But what I was thinking they would be great as is when I go to retreats, and if it's cold, or I'm mostly hot, but every once in a while I get cold, these would be great for that because they're not cotton. And so the threads are just going to hopefully fall off of these. And if they don't, they were free. So who cares? But yeah, let me know what y'all think about this. But yeah, and the other one is a yellow sun, more blue and like rainbow colors. So this one has a little bit more color on the darker side down here, but the other one is bright. Yeah, it's just cheap. The zipper worth more than anything, the separating zipper. But yeah, but I thought this would be really cool. So I just need to wash this stuff. I might be at retreat. You get a jacket. You get a jacket. You just never know. But I'm gonna wash everything because anything I get, especially from Temu, yeah, we need to wash that stuff. So I've been waiting on everything to come in now. Have I gone and looked online to see if I gotten everything? I know I haven't gotten my clip, so I ain't even worried about it. This stuff was free. The jacket is a print and not piece, but it looks like, and on the thing, it looked like it was piece. And if I'm not mistaken, I could have sworn they advertised it as like a quilted jacket, okay? But I told you got to be careful with Temu. Temu something else. But that's the last thing that I wanted to share. Let me do birthday shout outs and then I'll read the chat and get everybody's comments, because I don't want to forget that part or run out of time. All right. Birthdays that I have on my list for the month of February, not a whole lot. We've got Deborah Hammond, my friend here in St. Louis, Deborah Quilts. Her birthday is February 11th. Miss Kathy's birthday is February 13th. I'm out of order. Rhonda Barlow Jane's birthday is February 12th. My daughter's birthday is February 16th. Annette Bailey's birthday, Gwen Roberts, and Tawana Purdue all have birthdays on February 19th. So happy birthday to the December babies. May you all have a blessed and prosperous month, okay? So yeah, let me go back and read the Um, I like the welt pockets. I think that was the last one I made. Okay, Darcy says, look like a bag for a picnic or a beach bag. Very cute. That is cute. Crochet bag. Yeah. Love the bag from Yolanda. Wow, cute bag and cool fabric. Love the bag. Linda Williams, welcome to the chat. She says, now it's raining. North Carolina got here really bad. Now it's raining. Y'all need to join the parties. We be over here struggling. I ain't feeling sorry for y'all. And then California coming here talking about it's 78 and sunny or something. It's like, get out my chat. Oh my goodness. So a lot of people like the bag that I showed. And then I got my new fabric out. I just haven't started it yet. I don't even know where I put it now. I got the tubing on top of it. I see it now. I'll see it when I stand up. If you don't know what to do with it, my birthday is in December. Yeah, right. It is so freaking cute though. And the thing is, when somebody give me fabric, I really hate to like give it away because somebody gave it to me, and so I have a hard time with stuff like that. So Yolanda Reza says the remaining fabric could be a small wallet. I like the fact that you made the bag your own. Yeah, it's like, and even that, it was like the instructions were just terrible. It's like just make binding and add to the raw edges of the strap. And I'm like, girl, did you forget something? Let me read this so I won't be telling a lie. Oh, it did say, it has one sentence. It does say bias binding, so I did lie. It says use a bias binding to bind the raw edges. And there's a picture of the completed bag, which you can also see on the cover, but there is no instructions for bias binding. How do I make that? Because it's not a regular binding. And then, yeah. It's just one little statement at the end. It's for those that want to know. It's called the Improv Bag. The Quilt As You Go Improv Bag by Sandra Workman. And yeah. So hopefully I'll just get more patterns and then I'll have them to sell with the bag, but also put a note on there that, the inset pockets or the welt pockets. I say inset, but their welt pockets are not included in the pattern. That's just something that I did. Peggy up here, she getting real technical, girl. It's close. It's right next door. Cute for free. So the jacket is a print and not piece. I think I read that one. The bright color scream tee. It looks great on you. Yeah, and I like the other one better. So this one's more, like I told you all, more of a duller one, but I have another one. So I'm going to figure out, I'm going to see how many of these things are actually coming. And then I'm going to, figure out what I'm giving away, because I'm going to wash it all. So it's not that I'm going to wear it all, but I'm going to wash it just because I just wash stuff, especially coming from Temu. I'm just saying. So I'll wash it. So when I give it to somebody, it will already be washed. But there is no way I'm going to keep 5 jacket, hoodies, combo type things. But we'll see. Like one's a sweatshirt. I was trying to see. And see, they up here got this spin again. We just want out. I want to just go leave the promotion. Thank you. And then they still got the nerve to have stuff in my cart when I didn't put anything in my cart. But I would like to see your orders. Let's go to that. Oh, I got a pair of palazzo pants. And those things are so short, they're going to just be like capri pajamas. And I might even cut the elastic part off and just let them be free. But they'll be pajamas. There's no way that's going outside. And again, they're, like I said, they're short. I'm 5'7". They weren't even made for an average height. They were made for, short people. I'm trying to see how many jackets. 1. The clips hasn't come yet. 2, 3. There's another jacket coming because it's not checked. 4, 5. So I have 4. I must have received 4 jackets, and one of them is still on its way. And I'm going to... I was going to click on one of these jackets. I guess I hit the wrong order. Let me go back. I just want to see how they describe it. Because it's been a little minute. And you only read it once. And then you don't trip off of it anymore. So this is the one that I just tried on. Talking about ad now, almost out. Nope. And it won't even let me get to the description part. It's just crazy. It won't even let me see now. But I'm glad that I got it. Well, technically 2 sizes larger than what I would normally wear. But I always buy XL just because when I'm sewing and stuff, I don't want it to fit in here. I want it to be sagging so when I'm moving, I don't have to worry about the jacket like catching and all of that. But them sleeves are so short, it's funny. But I might wear one next week without fixing it. And on the thing, the sleeves are all the way down to where she's got her hand in the pockets. Over here, her hand is covered up. But yeah. Not so in person, okay? For people that's got longer arms or something. So I don't know. It looks like. I was trying to go back to my one item, show more order information. I really can't tell you. The way they do these things, they're all broken up. It's a mess over here, so I can't really tell you how many more items I'm coming, but I know I haven't gotten those clips, okay? So yeah. Melissa says she got a similar button-up shirt. And they are pretty. Thumbs up. Yeah, it's really, the concept is really cute if it had been quilted looking, as they're advertising. Did you pay tariffs? No, I didn't pay any tariffs. Like I said, they were completely free. I had my buttons and earrings and clips. I spent like 50 something bucks, and all the clothing stuff was free. I don't buy clothing from Temu like that. So it was all free. Ellie says, T, I told you a month ago I had not been to a quilt shop in 30 years. Now it's been a week. Good for you. People wishing the February people happy birthdays. I'm not going to read that. Melissa, I didn't have to do that, Melissa. She said you pick 6 items for free, but you have to order again the next day to get the second free item. I don't know nothing about that. I'm not finna play Temu's games. All I know was I was finna place an order for some clips, and because that's what I give out. I give people like so many clips at retreat or something if I can, so that you know, if you need a few, you've got them without having to go borrow from somebody else. That's all I'm doing with them. So I really didn't care about all that other stuff. I didn't even go back up in there the next day. So they weren't finna get me. Very cute bag. I love the colors. Thank you, Zandra. Hi, Deborah Holloway. Welcome. You're late, girl. I was wrong. Orange and green or complementary. Yeah. Orange and blue are complementary because they're right across from each other, because green is complementary to red. But they're close enough that I knew green would work. Hey, Renee White. Welcome to the chat. So it's 8 o'clock, guys. Y'all got any other questions? We done been over so many different topics today, but I just was trying to get everything in. And I don't know. I think what I'm going to do is put up my labels. My labels are sitting right here because I just took them out and I didn't put them up yet, knowing that I was going to make another bag. But this is where I put my labels. I'm trying to make sure that some things don't fall out. See this bag here? I've even taken out labels, but I usually like these were my free labels from her last time I ordered, so they're still in here. And I must have the label somewhere else that I keep one of. So I did have the pink. I did have that solid pink. They were just getting low, and it's like I don't want to use them. And then the same thing with these. I like these, and so I stopped using those too. So I'm gonna put my labels up. When I was ordering, I was just too lazy to come in here and figure out which ones I've ordered. And then the other part of what's in here is my cam press. I got all of those things in here as well. So I don't think you can see that, but I'm not trying to drop it. But all of my cam snaps, I'll just pick one up like this. This is the press things, the dies that I need to go into that machine so that I can put on snaps and things like that. Flatten out bar things. Instead of using pliers to squeeze them, I've got these plates you put into the cam press, and then you do it that way. So I'll be probably needing to move some of this so that I can put all of these new things I got in here. But yeah, looking forward to using some of my new labels. And now I have orange. There was so many times that I needed an orange label and purple every now and then, but now I've got some new colors I was going to put in there, so it's very great. And Peggy talking about just when I thought I understood the color wheel. My brother saying good night to everyone. He says stay safe still, enjoy your life. And Benita says great conversation today, very informative. Well, thank you. So that's going to be it, guys. I'm going to end here. You all stay blessed. Be safe, everyone. Quilt out, and I will see you Saturday. Hopefully 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. I'm supposed to be watching Jersey, so hopefully everything pans out, okay? You all, bye.